In this video, we're going to talk about how you can build a systems culture inside your organization. And I'm going to give you 3 key areas that you really need to focus on. You want to think in terms of your recruitment, you want to think about your onboarding, and you want to think about your management. So we'll go through each one of those and how you might put systems thinking into each one of that. So firstly, when it comes to recruitment, and really it applies to all of these 3 areas, building a systems culture doesn't happen by accident. It's something that you need to intentionally design and build it into each of these 3 areas. Now, when it comes to recruitment, if you can project up front that you are a systems-driven company and this is the way that you do things here, it just means that you will repel team members that won't quite fit with your business with regards to that, and it'll attract those in who connect with this idea of systems thinking. And it's not a surprise for them if you have it up front. So how do you actually do that? Well, you can put systems thinking and some of the language into your job ads, for example. You could reference the fact that you have some systems and processes that outline some of the tasks that those team members will be doing on a day-to-day basis. You could even potentially link to some of the systems and processes in the job ad and say these are the types of activities that you're going to be working on a daily basis. And all around this idea of recruitment, when it comes time to getting your prospective team members up front, maybe they fill out a questionnaire, and one of the questions really focuses in on the way that they view systems. How do you feel about following systems and processes? Do you use systems and processes at home? How do you feel about, how would you rate your attention to detail? And again, you'll find what works for your business, but incorporating those questions, again, just helps you to know right up front, before even you get too far down the process and then get someone on board, you can know up front, or at least best stack the deck in your favour that the person is going to be able to do that. Similarly, probably one of the last steps in that recruitment process is when you're having the interview process and you're sitting down with the team member. Talk to them about systems and find out how they feel about them. Where have they used them before in the past? Is it something that they have created a system or a process about? Like, all of these ideas right up front will give you indications as to if they're going to fit into your culture. So the next piece, if that's the recruitment piece, the next piece we think about is onboarding. And how can you start to put the discussion of systems, and this is the way that we do things here, into your onboarding process? So the person, new team member, has made it through the recruitment process. They're now getting started inside your organization, and they're going through a journey and a path, like this learning track. What is that team member going to learn within the first week, which helps them to understand how your organization works, and how do you then intertwine systems thinking into that? Because it's almost like once someone learns something right up front, they don't question it. That just becomes, hey, this is how we do things here. It's just part of the process, and it's generally when you're introducing systems thinking to an existing team, you get some resistance up front because, there's change. Why do we have to change what we're doing? But that's not even a concern or on the radar of the new team member. So that's why getting this onboarding process right really sets you up for success. And then the final piece we think about is the management. Again, how do we intertwine and think about systems thinking inside the way that team members are managed? How can you have metrics that you're monitoring that reflect the importance of systems? How can team members, when they demonstrate that they've created a system or they've followed a system and got a great outcome, how can you then showcase that, share that with the rest of the team, and celebrate those system successes and have it talked about on team meetings and at every opportunity? You want to think about how team members can even recognize that if they want to move up inside your organization, they do it by systems and processes. They codify the tasks that they're working on, and then they turn that into a system or process that can then be used to transfer that knowledge to a new team member, which then frees them up to work on new activities and higher levels of responsibility. It's how you interconnect all of these things, from recruitment to onboarding to management, and having systems thinking built in, that will make all the difference. So hopefully this has given you some ideas to get started, and this is a journey. Just start by putting a few things here and there, and it's an experimentation, and over time this will grow and evolve. But for now, think about, how can I put one new idea that I've just shared today about systems thinking into each of those locations: recruitment, onboarding and management. And I'll catch you in the next video.